Hello, welcome to Wader's RV, and we are demoing a 2015 Thor Hurricane. We're going to go over some stuff specific to this model. This model does have side view and rear view camera. You have your twist lock cord in this front compartment. Here's your propane tank. The valve here turns it on and off. You have a gauge here so you can see how much propane you currently have. And these can be filled at anywhere that fills propane. Coming around, you have your water compartment here. You have your sewer outlet with your black valve and your gray valve. The black valve does the toilet, the gray valve does sinks and shower. And coming in on an angle here, you can see through the other door you can access the outside shower and your water pump and some of the drains. Right now we just have our adapter into it, but it's the same principle. You would just put in twist to unlock. This is your cable input for your campground cable, and your city water input for your pressurized water coming from the campground or your home through a garden hose. Coming here, you have your water heater. This model has an aluminum tank, so it has a nylon plug right here to drain the hot water tank. You want to drain it if it's sitting for more than a month or if you're winterizing it. Here's your generator. Take the cover off here. And that gives you access for your dipstick to check your oil level, the breaker right here for the 110, and you have a switch here to start and shut off your generator. You also have a switch inside. You want to leave that cover on when it's running so that the cooling system works properly. This has Swintech slide out system, which means it has a dual motor system that's digital, and if your voltage gets too low, like 10.5 or less, the room will come in or go out crooked. If you have any issues with that, start the engine or plug it in to bring the batteries up, and then just go the opposite direction you were going and hold the button for 30 seconds after it stops, and it will realign itself. You see your outside speakers, the back of your refrigerator, which you just use a key or a coin to twist these to open it. You only want to open it beginning of season just to clean it out. You have your outside television here, which will run off all the controls from the inside. This has a door awning. There's an awning rod which you would clip into there, and you have to push these up to unlock it. You push it all the way through. So it clears this, then you'd be able to pull it open, and there's a bar in here that you would lift up and hook on these hooks. That would hold that awning open. Your other awning is a power awning, which the controls for that are inside. Right here is your first controls. This here's the battery disconnect. Use connects the house batteries. Store disconnects them. As it says store, if you're not using it, you want to disconnect your house battery so things are not bringing it down. The house battery gets charged either when you're plugged in, the generator, or when the engine's running. The awning controls are here to run your awning in and out. And then you have your step switch if you want to turn your step on or off when the engine is not running. When the engine's running, the step is automatically activated. Then you just have light switches. There, you have your fire extinguisher here by the door. Coming into the coach, you have your dash controls all here, which is standard like any automobile with lights, fog lights. The ever start button connects your house and your engine batteries together in case you need to give yourself a jump start. You have your jack control here. Your mirror controls are also right there. You have your gen start button here, which if you hold it down, it will prime the generator to suck fuel out of the fuel tank. Then you just go to gen start, to start your generator. And you just have your fans here, regular controls like an automobile and radio. This monitor's here where the cameras will come on. If I turn the key on and I put a turn signal on, it'll switch. The side cameras are controlled by the turn signals. The backup camera is when you put it in reverse, or there is a setting in the radio to put it on all the time. Okay, coming over for your jacks. You turn the system on, you need the emergency brake applied. And then you just can use auto level to level it. When you're all done, you just use retract to retract it. You have to have the engine running to run the power jacks. Coming around, you have your living room television right there. Your RV stove and oven. On this model, if you have the propane on, you just turn your knob to light and you spin your sparker just like a grill until it lights, then turn it off when you're done. You have a household microwave, works off 110 only. Coming around, you have your control center. You can check your tank levels, your propane level, all right here by pushing the buttons. You have another switch for the generator to prime it or to start it, along with your hour meter. For your water heater, you have propane or 110. You have both options on this water heater. Your water pump switch is here. Your slide switch is here to run your slide in and out. This is the button I was talking about. When you go one direction, after it stops, you want to hold it for 30 seconds after the fact. You have your thermostat for your AC or your heater, and you can just put whatever temperature you want, just like in your house. This model also has a remote, which you can use to operate slides. Coming around, you have your RV refrigerator, which if it's on auto, it's going to use 110 first. If it loses 110, it will switch itself to propane. If this light flashes, means it did not light on propane. It will only try 3 times the light. If it's airbound or you're out of propane, it's going to start flashing until you can't light. If it's just airbound, you would turn it off, then turn it back on. It would try again. You can switch it all the way over to have it on LP only. You have your carbon monoxide and LP detector down there. Coming into the bedroom, you have the bedroom television right here, which lifts up to access the back of it. Charging ports. And on this model, you have a radio here also, which will run speakers inside and outside. You have speakers up by the bed also. Coming around, you have storage in there. On this model, your antenna booster is in this cabinet across. There's also connections in here for the DVD player if you wish to add one. If you just go into this HDMI switch, you have the controls for the bed right here with a lockout key. This switch here will operate the bed up and down. Before you lower the bed, you need to pull these pins out right here that lock it up. And you have to have your key off to operate this. If the key on, it will not work. So if you hold that button, you can lower your bunk down. and raise it back up. You have your smoke detector there, and this here is for your antenna to wind it up or to wind it down. Your air conditioner inlet is here. There's a filter behind this, same thing, key or a coin or a flathead screwdriver. You can access this, bring it down, and wash it out. Your fuse panel is located down here with all of your 110 and 12 volt fuses right there, and they're all labeled for what they do. This model also, if you can remove this to get more room if you wish. And you have a power fan here and one in the back. Going into your bathroom, you have your GFI outlet here. This outlet will run all the 110 outlets in the coach, inside and outside. So if you have a problem where you don't have 110, I would check this before I check the fuse panel. You have another fan in here. And your stand-up shower. When you're in transit, you want to make sure you have this shower door locked like that. And that is an overview of the Hurricane. Any questions on certain systems or appliances, there will be books and manuals that come with it, or you can call and ask for one of the techs. Thank you, and have a good day.